Alright folks, a bit of a striptease beforehand, but it's quite warm, so I've got a very ill-fitting t-shirt, so we should be okay. And do you know what? I'm just going to embrace my man tits. Oh. So, look at that, Tommy. Let's get this sorted as per getting my comments ready. It's cold outside, but it's really warm in here. Vanessa Kitty says hi. Hi Vanessa, hope you're doing well. Hope you're all set for Christmas. Thank you for stopping by. There we go. So, this is a bit of a beer unboxing, and it's also showing some beers that I picked up, well, yesterday, while I was out getting more cheese. So I had the intentions of going to Tesco's to get some more cheese for our cheese board. And it ended up with me spending 100 fucking quid in Tesco's, some of which including beer and something a little bit special for Christmas. For myself, of course. Vanessa says, cold out here too. Yes, the turkey is thawing. Hope it thaws before Christmas morning. Well, fingers crossed for you, Vanessa. And Lucy Foster, the irreplaceable, quotation marks, only joking, Lucy, says, I got here in time for the old man grunts. Old man grunts are plenty. You know me by now, Lucy. And Vanessa says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Vanessa. And to everyone else who'll watch this live or will watch it once it's uploaded. Let's see. So I've got another couple of comments. It says, evening from Mr. Tube. Oh, Adam, that was a very, very satisfying tube. And Vanessa says hello to Lucy, and she says hello to Mersey. Lucy then says, hey Vanessa. So yeah, it's all a love fest. I'm going to try and keep this one as brief as possible, but that's not going to happen, is it? So I've got an unboxing that arrived, well, a box that arrived today that I won. I've got a surprise sort of present that my friend from work just dropped off, and I've got a little bit of a care package from Adam, aka Merz Beers, and I've also got the stuff that I picked up from Tesco's the other day, well, yesterday, don't know why I keep saying other day. So we will have a look at those first. Nothing special with these, of course, and I don't know what the fuck is going on with this bit of hair. Got hair that's very reminiscent of a dyke. Anyway, so I've got a few 440s. The first one being the Scaffle New England IPA from Northern Monk. The one in Wigan, not Northern Monk in Wigan, could you imagine? The Tesco's in Wigan has actually upped its game. So Adam, if you ever, for some strange reason, are in Wigan over Christmas, then there's some good stuff in there. So Scaffle, which is the summit of the Stredge Twist series, where hops peak using Citra, Mosaic and Simcoe. Lovely stuff. Can't go wrong with a little bit of NMBCO. Then we've got Fascist Beer from Magic Rock. And this is What Are the Odds? Double Dry Hop Double IPA, 8.3% ABV. I'm sure I've picked this up over the past couple of months, but I'm not sure if I've reviewed it or not, even though if you drink anything from Magic Rock, apparently you're just a fascist bastard. But I like Magic Rock. And then we've got a beer that's actually, I've heard very mixed opinions of this. and that's Layer Cake from Brewdog, which is the marshmallow and chocolate stout, clocking in at 7% ABV. And then I also, just for casual drinking purposes, picked up a 4-pack of Sputnik from North Brew Co. And because it was 2 for £9, picked up some Faith as well, a beer that I wrote off at one point, but after having a few cans over the past few months, I've actually come to really enjoy this. And I saw that they were doing a 4-pack of Double Punk, but it was like £12, and I was like, I mean, I know the cans are they usually like £3 each, the Double Punk, or is it £3.50 or £4? I can't remember. So yeah, I thought, nah, we'll leave that for now. And then picked myself up a little bit of a treat for Christmas, a nice bottle of Jack Daniel's, and this is the Master Distiller series, and this is number 6. Which, by the way, if you're going to be buying stuff like this from Tesco's, make sure you've got a club card, because you get a very significant discount. My stepdad's actually a club card holder, but I forgot to take his card because I didn't realise just how much you saved. So I think it was like about £8 cheaper if you had a club card. And I'm not too sure what sets this apart from like the regular Jack Daniel's, but this is a limited bottling number ANS 5896, which apparently you can register your bottle at jackdaniels.com. 43% ABV, so I'm not sure what's special about it. I have a sneaky suspicion it's just like a repackaging of the regular Jack Daniels, but this is number 6, and I think the standard Jack Daniels is number 7. I'm not too sure, but yeah, just a cheeky little thing to have every now and then. And I think I said this a while ago, but I'm gonna try and at the end of each month get myself a nice bottle of something just to build up a little bit of a collection. It's never going to be the expensive stuff because that'll just be wasted on me, and the lighting is really pissing me off. Not as much as this fucking hair though. So there we go. So that's what I picked up from Tesco's. So I'll do a quick look at the comments. So it's more of a cowlick, mate, and that's from Adam. He says, I am confident that a decent craft bar coming to Wigan was the first sign of the apocalypse. Pretty much anything good that happens in Wigan just means the rest of the world falls to shit. He says, had Layer Cake on Monday, it's okay. Hop, skip and juice 6-pack is the only way forward. Then he corrects himself and says 4-pack. Then we've got Greg. How do, says Even Peter. It's pronounced Scorfell, Cumbrian triggered here. Do apologise about that, Greg. And Adam says, master distillers are old recipes from each master distiller. I see. So I will be interested to try that. Then Lucy asks, how do you have your JD? I'm straight with no ice because I have the taste buds of an old man. And then Adam says, always whiskey stones, never ice. Ice is for Philistines. See, I'm not a big sort of whiskey and bourbon drinker, so why buy a fucking bottle? I used to really like Jack Daniel's straight, just like swigging it out of the bottle. But the next day is never good. I won't lie, I am a bit basic, and I do like the odd Jack Daniels and Coke. But with something like that, I am going to definitely be doing it with over ice or just neat. But I would be interested just to build up my beer/drinks cupboard to get more stuff like, what are they called? Whiskey stones. Greg says, I've bought a bottle of port for Christmas. I've turned 82. I was nearly 82 as well, because I was intending on buying a nice bottle of port. But I don't know, just something about the Jack Daniels drew me to it. So I'll probably be having a few drabs of that over Christmas. But I never indulge in stuff like that just because the hangovers are utter wank. Not that beer hangovers are any better, of course. Whiskey Stones are in Aldi at the moment for a couple of quid, says Adam. Next time I go to Aldi, well, by the time I probably go to Aldi, they're probably going to be gone. But hey ho, it is what it is. At the end of the day, what can you do? So that's that stuff. Next is stuff that was kindly dropped off by Adam in his massive tube. One that I actually had earlier this evening, which was a Crowler of Nelson's Pilsner from Carnival, 4.7% ABV. Just a very solidly brewed Pilsner. One of those ones where you're not getting bags of flavour, you're not getting intricacies or nuances or anything like that. But it was just really, really well brewed. And yeah, can't go wrong with good lager. He also got me a can of the Barnard Castle Eye Test Hazy Durham Ipa, 6% ABV. Bit of a political joke there. I really want to pick up their fake lager just because of the fake taxi, fake hostel, whatever reference, and of course the Supreme logo reference as well. And he also, which I'm very excited because I've started to really, really like Galaxy hopped beers, and Deya's saturated in Galaxy double IPA. Get the fuck in. Awesome, awesome artwork as per usual from Deya. So very, very excited for that one. So massive, massive thank you, Adam, for that. Always appreciated, and I hope you enjoy your track beers. And don't worry, they weren't in the freezer. They've been in that bin cupboard for a few days now, actually, so they should be nice and chilled down. And I'm actually quite glad that they didn't get stolen because I live in Scam. So, Adam says, got Woodford Reserve for my birthday. Haven't broke the seal yet. Yeah, I think part of me is going to take a while to open up that bottle of Jack Daniels, to be honest. Because I want to have it for an occasion, not just to drink. Although that would be a really good tipple after a shitty day at work. Then Lucy says, nearly called her Alice then, says, Adam, did you take in the leaves? Adam says, no, it was too dark. Boo. Yeah, boo you, Adam, for not giving me wonderful leaves. Okay, so let's continue with the unboxing. So next up is a Christmas present off my friend from work, Shannon. She doesn't watch, so the only person who watches me from work is Elliot. And I think people from work have watched my video on walking home from work in a shitty subway, which actually got a few views from people. But yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You put yourself out there, but I fucking hate when people make reference to me being on YouTube. It's just annoying because I can't deal with that because of my social anxiety. So Adam then says, even more chilled now, mate, as they are in the fridge. Appreciate you picking them up for me. Anytime, Adam. Absolutely anytime. And I'm seeing comments on here. Well, I'm seeing comments here that aren't showing up on my actual stream of the video. And well, Lucy's told me a few times now that I've missed loads of comments, so I do apologise. So fuck off with your Alice bullshit, says Lucy. And there we go. And does he think you're in Wonderland, Lucy? Anybody who knows me is by default in Wonderland. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm like the human equivalent of purgatory. So my friend from work got me some Lindor. Standard to give your mates chocolates at Christmas. And also picked me up a Beer Hawk little box, which is nice. So we'll have a quick look in there. Let's see. Next box will now have written on the side, Mr. YouTube Peter Davis. And so it should. So it should. So I do apologise actually if I do miss comments. Because I'm only reading stuff on here. Because if I go too close to the camera, it looks awkward. You see that I've got one lazy eye. And I get very self-conscious. And then I cry wank myself to sleep. Pretty much. But yeah, Beer Hawk box. So, what do we get in this box? We get a very nice Beer Hawk glass. We get some Soffles rosemary and thyme pita chips. A good snack, very good snack. It's actually really nicely presented, this box. In fact, I'll show you the box. I tell you what, this is much better than getting one of those fucking Lagers of the World boxes from Home Bargains. But hey, it's the thought that counts. Do you know what I mean? So there's a can of Camden Pale, which I've had on tap a few times. And it's always been a solid pale ale. I've got a lot of time for Camden. I do enjoy their beers when I get to them. There's also a can of Lucas from Thornbridge. Nice Heller's Lager. Then we've got Salter's Zipwire Citrus Pale. So what citrus fruit is in this? Let's see. So it's got orange and grapefruit in it, so already looking forward to that one. 4.5% ABV. It's not listed on the ingredients though. But yeah, Zipwire. Then there is a can of Cannonball from the Fascist brewery, Magic Rock. Always a good beer, that. And then there's also a can of Hemisphere from 4Pure, which I have had before, from a Flavorly box, I think it was, and it wasn't too bad. So, just nice drinking beers. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, very nice, nicely presented box, which you can't see because of the shadows and the light keep changing. But yeah, a very pleasant surprise. So that's a couple more Christmas beers that I can just crack open. Because you don't have to review every single can that you get. So we'll put them back. So I'm looking forward to cracking them open. I've got a nice selection of beers now to drink over Christmas. So we'll just look at the comments again. So, let's see. Yeah, Adam, it is set to a live chat. I just double checked then. Lucy says you're getting all the presents. What a lucky boy. I am a very lucky boy, aren't I? And then Greg says, would you rather have a Lagers of the World box or a Lynx Africa gift set? Actually, I think I'd much rather have the World Lagers box, to be honest. And but Adam brings up a good point, so we're getting onto a discussion. Does Lynx Africa have the shower gel in the pack as well? And Greg responds with shower gel and spray guaranteed on Christmas Day. Now, if that's not a slogan that Lynx should use, I don't know what is. So, the main reason for this video is a box that I got, which I was actually expecting tomorrow. And Adam will be very familiar with the Supermarket Sips Facebook group, which is it does annoy me the fact that it's like really sort of like invite only exclusive sort of thing, but it's essentially people who've probably got a lot of money and have a very well paid job, have contacts in America and around the world, and have beers imported. And what they do is on this Facebook group is they put a post up with photos of the beers. There's 10 entries, and basically they'll set the price for each one. Sometimes the label will be included. Sometimes the person who wins has to pay for the label. I only paid £5 for this label. It was cheaper than like using fucking parcel force and Royal Mail. Plus less effort because someone else is buying the label. And like sometimes I do like 10% goes to the winner's charity of choice. So you pick your number, and you can have one number or you can have multiple, and then they go off the Belgian lottery, and whatever the first number is drawn, that person wins. Everyone pays their money. So a lot of the time, I'd imagine the person who's put the post up will get money back. Well, we'll have the price of the beers covered and change, and then basically you've won that beer. They send it to you, and that's what happened today. Considering we're a few days away from Christmas, I'm surprised that it got here. But yeah, big box. I mean, the box is empty now, but it was so well packed. I can't remember the guy's name, but again, I don't want to actually mention the person's name because I know people get really fucking antsy about people who are in the trading side of beer, which I do understand because there are a lot of fucking scummy people involved in this sort of stuff. But this guy who I won this from, I don't know what his background is, yada yada yada, but we were going back and forth. Seems like a really nice guy, and yeah, so I'm very, very happy with this. So we'll get that unboxed, but before I do, quickly look at the comments. Adam says, Lynx Africa box set. I would throw the deodorant as it burns skin. I shit you not, but shower gel might work better than the lagers. Good point. Very good point. Belgian pick free lotto, and it's dangerous inviting people, as I recently found out. Okay. And I'm just reading the next comment because that's like comment of the stream so far. But yeah, Adam had a bit of a run-in recently with that, but thankfully got it all rectified. He's felt the wrath of a beer-related Facebook group, but then again, who the fuck hasn't? We won't get into that because I'll go into a socio-political rant, and then why it's beer. Just don't be a prick. So we've got the man himself, obviously, Liam Gallagher. The actual Liam Gallagher, okay? It's got to be. And he says, hello mate, just want to say thanks for your hard work this year. You'll progress well into a top YouTuber. Highly doubt that because I'm boring, and I've said it multiple times with pride, got the most stagnant beer review channel in the UK scene, which is a hard thing to uphold. And but do you think they should release an oily Nehru massage special episode of Fake Taxi? Yeah, but it's going to get the taxi all dirty unless you put mats and towels down. I mean, if you just like oil the tits, I suppose that's not going to be as messy. But do you know what? To cut a long story short, I think they should do. And that's how I'm going to get myself into the adult entertainment business. Fake Taxi, here's the twist. Person in the taxi can't actually drive. Can ride, but he can't drive. So, I should have opened this part before, but thank you for that comment, Liam. And I hope you patch things up with Noel really soon. So it's such a shame. And Adam says, I've been banned. I think that should say, shouldn't it, Adam? English. Oh, sounded like a certain hooligan there. I've been banned by more Facebook groups for defending people than actually commenting. That's it. That's it. No, I'm not getting into it. Not getting into it. Paul McDermott and his wank-faced crew can go suck a rusty nail. They really can. And that's all I'm going to say in the matter. And just to piss them off, fuck Labour. And that does not actually represent my political views. Hey, do you know what would really piss them off? Fuck Labour and fuck women in beer. That's a joke, by the way. I've already been labelled as an anti-Semite. I do not want to be labelled as a sexist, which in this day and age is apparently a bigger crime. But hey ho, we're all guilty of hate speech, whether we realise it or not. And as a heterosexual white male, what the fuck have I got any right to comment on anything? I sound like such a neocon cook. Simp. Fucking hell, I can get his cell tape. He's wrapped this up really, really well. And I've got like a year's worth of bubble wrap. Oh, Lucy's popped up again. Just open the fucking package. Giving the middle finger to a fucking phone camera. That's how rarely what my life has become. I can't fucking do this. I don't know where the tape starts. It fucking starts. There we go. Right, just so I don't get any more shit off Lucy, I'm going to open this up before I actually look at the rest of the comments. Gotcha. Yeah, fuck it. There's so much packaging. How dare he make this a secure package? Yeah, there's more. Do I have any scissors up here? Bear me 1 second. Turn the camera off because you don't need to see me in awkward angles. He says as his fucking channel is full of awkward angles. Do I actually have scissors? Yeah, I have scissors. So, I should have got these straight away, shouldn't I? Would you fucking believe it? There's more wrapping underneath this. How the fuck did this package only cost £5 to send? There we go. Oh, Ziploc bag. Oh, fuck my life, seriously. There we are. there we go. We've got a bag of beer. Beer in a bag. So we've got some American stuff. The Wales. The can's just fallen over. Eat my arse. I really like the look of these cans. So, these are from the Suarez family brewery, and these are based in Livingston, New York. Now, I've heard murmurs that these are somehow related to Other Half, but I'm not too sure if that is factually correct, so we won't comment on that any further. So now that we've got the Fort Knox of beer packages open, going to catch up on comments. I don't agree with Peter's comments. I'm not a Labour or Tory supporter. One is influential and the other, one is ineffectual and the other doesn't care about the general public. I would actually wholeheartedly agree. And if the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be saying the exact same thing, because as fucking awful as the Tories have been during this crisis, Labour have offered no alternatives, no real support, and Keir Starmer is just as big of a cunt as Boris Johnson is. And I was never a big fan of Corbyn. I thought he was just way, way too idealistic. But what his own party did to him, not just to oust him out of the party, but to put the false claim of him being an anti-Semite when there's no real proof of anti-Semitism within the Labour Party, aside from some stupid tweets from a couple of people. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, if Labour were in charge, we'd be in the exact same situation. But we won't get bogged down in that. So, yeah, but I would agree by rule of thumb with Adam's comments. Then Lucy says, fucking hell, that tape noise is doing my tits in. I'm going to mute you and do my own commentary. Well, nobody's going to listen to it, are they, Lucy? And then Lucy, using language like that, just gets him all riled up. And then it's his pillow that takes the brunt. Ha ha ha, the pillow can take it, however my ears can't. His pillow will sound like that in the morning. Crispy boy. Lucy says, bag of twats. It's a reference. And he wishes he had that, says Adam. Corbyn probably would have worked out better, but by alienating people whose far-left policies meant his campaign was over before it started. Adam is douche, 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 douche. Not a douche, but that's the sound of Adam hitting the nail repeatedly on the head. But I don't use my pillows. Baby wipes. Anyway, so yes, Suarez Brewing. So we've got 5 crispy boys. I mean, I think I can fit it in there, can't I? I don't know. So, first up is Estimation Alt Beer, which I would imagine would be an alt beer. So, not my favourite style of lager, but hey ho. Then we've got the Ms. Frank Keller lager, which apparently doesn't have an ABV on it, so you can drink as many as you want. I do like a good Keller. Then there's Quality Pils. It's a nice Pilsner. Then we have the Stands to Reason smoked lager. Yeah, I'm fucking this can. That's all I'm going to say. Because that just... smoked beers, man. And I hope it's an intensely smoked beer as well. Because if not, I'm going to be really sad. And then there's the Palatine Pills as well. So very, very excited to get some American Crispies. No, I don't mean victims of Black Lives Matter riots. Oh, that was a bit on the nose, wasn't it? I'm a fucking idiot. I really, really am. Adam says, definitely a douche. Adam, you are far from a douche, my friend. Believe me. As an actual douche, I can see when people are douches or not. And you certainly are. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And you have a nice big tube. So, cover all bases. So, if anybody wants to see me put this bag over my head and wank myself into oblivion, let me know in the comments. Go check out the OnlyFans account for that one. Got some nice bubble wrap. Got some nice beers. Got a nice box to put the disembodied heads in there. And yeah, got some really nice beers to enjoy. Already made a mention to beers because I'm a fucking idiot. But hey ho, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, what can you do? So, if you've tried any of these beers, if you're still awake, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. I will be reviewing all of these from the Suarez Brewery because I'm just really intrigued by them. I might review some of those beers from Tesco's. Definitely will be reviewing this from Adam. Very excited about that. And do you know what? I'm going to become a whiskey YouTuber as well going forward. Vaping and whiskey. That's the new direction in 2021. But no, it isn't. And Lucy says, "Toodles, cunt," and gives me a kiss. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed watching this, cunt. And toodles to you too, sugar tits. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciated. Thank you to anyone who's watched this once it's been uploaded. Adam's chimed in with not owned by other half. The only used to brew at Greenpoint, which is owned by other half. I see. So that's the other half connection. And I've just broke the skin on my burn there. I'm sure that will blister up nicely, get infected. It's what I deserve. Anyway, so cheers for watching, folks. It's a couple of days before Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Obviously, if it's a couple of days before Christmas, then the next day is going to be Christmas Eve. Hope everyone, considering what's happened this year, getting all soppy now, considering what's happened this year, is staying safe and making the best of the situation and the cards that have been dealt. Heart goes out to anyone who's going to be suffering this Christmas. But then again, you know, the homeless are fucking, this is normal to them. So I think people just need to be much more thankful and just appreciative of what they have, really, at the end of the day. And I don't want to get too serious. Do you know what I mean? Life's too short to be too serious. But yeah, I do sincerely hope everyone's having a good time, and I hope everyone has a really nice Christmas. I hope Santa gave you everything that you wanted, even though it's just your mum and dad buying the presents. And if you've had that surprise from Christmas ruined, then why the fuck are you watching my channel? You snotty little shit. Anyway, so last few comments. Replied to my private message from this afternoon. I saw that. I was getting around to replying to that, Adam. But I'm not sending photos. I will not send photos. And he also says, Saturday slice is dangerous work. Yeah, I'm having to have a bit of time off because I've not actually uploaded any proper content for like 2 weeks. It's ridiculous. He also says Happy Christmas, and then Lucy says Happy Christmas, you lovely bastards. Big love to you all. And yeah, if I don't see you before then, I hate when people say that. I really fucking hate it, but you just go along with it, don't you? If I don't see you before then, have a lovely Christmas, have a wonderful New Year, and fingers crossed 2021 is going to be better. Spoiler alert, it's not. No, fuck off. Anyway, cheers for watching, folks. You're all fantastic, and yeah, look out for eventually some regular beer reviews and stuff. Who knows? And maybe in 2021 I might actually respond to comments. That's a bit too much to ask for that. Anyway, cheers, folks.